Thank you, Alexis. Isn't she good, Alexis? She's so good. And genuinely, we talk about constantly upping our game at the Travel Network Group. And when Alexis came on board 4 years ago, she absolutely upped our game in how we ran conferences, how we ran events, and the detail we go to. So a huge thank you to Alexis. Okay, this is a business update, but it's not a business update. This is about this 2 days. It's about the Inspire theme. It's about you as individuals, you as our customers, really getting the best value from what we've put together over this program. And within this conversation, I'm going to take you through, I'm going to talk to you about the transformation, and it is a transformation at the Travel Network Group, about putting you, our customers, at the centre, and what has inspired us to do that. But before we start with that, let's just grab the theme Inspire. Let's just think about it just for a moment. And I want you to think now, personally, what inspires you? What gets you up in the morning? Because this is about you. What is the biggest, the fiercest conversation you need to have with yourself about about your business? The fact that you're all here today, you're the leaders of your businesses, you're the leaders within your businesses. By the fact that you're here to get there, you're effectively our most engaged and open-minded members. So throw the cynicism away, the idea that Inspire was chosen glibly. This is really important and has transformed the business at the centre of the Travel Network Group. So let me ask you, what inspires you? I have an idea of what inspires me. And I'm going to ask now you all to talk to the person next to you, if you're brave enough, and tell them what inspires you. And it could be your family, but don't use that. It could be your kids, don't use that. But I'm going to ask you now, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. There's a nervous laughter going up from Tracy, because I know what inspires Tracy, and it's alcohol. So, 30 seconds, go. Okay. Okay, that's enough. So who was brave enough to tell? Who was brave enough to tell somebody what inspired them? Just one person. Was that it? I'm not going to pick on you if you put your hand up. I'm going to pick on you if you don't put your hand up. Who was brave enough? You were. Listen, I know what inspires me, and it is my kids. My daughter, she said to my daughter's 10, she said to me, Daddy, I get all my qualities from you. And then she said, I have no good qualities, Daddy. You know, my dad, military man, RAF, when I grew up at a Catholic school in Lincoln, all my friends were all Irish Catholic. All their dads were builders or unemployed. My dad was in the RAF, it was military. So when people said to me, what does your dad do? I said, he's in the RAF. It sounded really exciting. But when my dad talked about the RAF, he talked with passion and energy about the people, about what they did. And he went to 2 wars. He went to the Falklands War and he went to the Gulf War. But actually, that isn't what is inspirational about my dad. When he left the RAF, his partner and him, they looked after care homes. And they bought a care home, they bought 3 more care homes. And the old people and what goes on in our world. He talked exactly the same way about that business as he talked about the military and the RAF. I didn't want to know about the care homes, I wanted to hear about the aeroplanes. But actually, isn't that interesting, his perception? So Inspire is our theme. And it is a theme about you as individuals taking time out of your business over these 2 days to think about what inspires you and what's going to inspire you. And look at the quote behind me. Yeah, to make someone feel that they want to do something and can do it. Who has made you feel that they want to do something? I know who's mentored me through my career. I know where I've influenced my team with really good habits formed over a 20-day period, because we tell each other it takes 28 days to form a habit. And I look at the management team and I look at the team in the business that's so different to what it looked like 3 years ago, 6 years ago, because we consistently and constantly wanted to improve. So Inspire is the theme, and it's been chosen with real care, and I want you to give it that care over these 2 days. But firstly, let me set some expectations. When people come into our offices, when people come into my office, when we go into meetings, the first thing we say to everybody is, are you in the present? Are you there? Are you in this moment? Or are you on your phone? Are you thinking about something else? Are you opening your bottle of water? Are you in the present? Because if you're thinking about what you're about to say, you're not listening and getting to the problem and understanding it and dealing with it. So I ask all of you over these 2 days to be in the present in every conversation you have at the business partner forums tomorrow, in the VIP areas that we've got exclusively for you over these 2 days. Be in the present. We talk about transformation of businesses, and we talk about the people. And the phrase behind me, professionalism, timeliness, and ease of doing business with, is embedded everywhere throughout our organisation. Because we absolutely get who our customers are. It's you, it's our membership. And we absolutely get, we have 910 of you. And we only have 910 customers, and we should absolutely know as a business, from top to bottom, who you are, what's different about you, and how we're delivering for you. And this phrase, professionalism, timeliness, and ease of doing business with, is a way of our team measuring themselves at every moment of truth with you, our customers. 2 conferences ago, I keep calling him the John Lewis man because I can't remember his name, but the John Lewis man presented to us about customer service and what that actually meant. And he talked about the people, it's about the people, it's all about the people. And I remember what he said. He said John Lewis is a shop on a high street exactly the same as any of their competitors. We sell exactly the same products in exactly the same environment. The only differentiator, and think about this for yourselves and your businesses, the only differentiator is how empowered our people are at the moment of truth with our customers. Professionalism, timeliness, and ease of doing business with can be measured. If you're 80 and above, 80 out of 100 and above, and I'll talk about this numbering later, you're recognised as world class. And if every single one of my team, 65 of us in our organisation, at every single moment of truth, can't measure themselves on this scale above 80, how are our customers going to do it? How are you going to do it? How are you going to have your expectations exceeded? And we'll come to this theme throughout. So the second expectation for all of you is, can you measure yourself through these 2 days in the professionalism, the timeliness, and ease of doing business with? Our business partners talk about the Travel Network Group and you, and they talk about why you're different to our competitors, to other people out there. And they talk about this, the professionalism. They know, and I know, tomorrow, in those 2,000 business partner appointments that we have, every single one of those will be met and there, and the questions asked, because you're all here trying to improve yourself and trying to get yourselves better and your businesses better. That inspires us. That keeps us going. The third expectation from us to you is, in 6 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, you'll probably remember 1 or 2 things from these 2 days. But what every single one of you will remember is how we made you feel throughout the 2 days. How we made you feel. And that's not going to be me. It's not actually going to be the management team. It's going to be my team around, the Black T-shirt Brigade. At the moments of truth, when something's gone wrong, how have we dealt with it? Have we thought through the journey so you're not confused or lost? You're engaged with the whole journey we're trying to do. So our expectation, my success of this conference is, how have we made you feel? Have we made you feel as part of an organisation with real purpose, real passion? So, adding value for the 2 days, we recognise how valuable your time is, and genuinely, over 300 of you are here, have taken your time to come to us. That is the largest amount of agent members that has been at a conference in our industry, I keep saying, for about 10 years. But we know we add value in 2 ways. For our business partners, it's quite clear. There's 60 business partners here. We keep the ratio of business partners to members really high. There's 100 people from our business partners representing those 60 brands. So the ratio of members to business partners is fantastic. We could get all of our 180 business partners here, but we don't want that because it's your conference and we don't want you swamped with business partners. We want those business partners that have supported you over the last 2, 3, 4 years with the commercials, with the marketing, with the engagement things that we do, the cruise events, the webinars. We want them here getting the benefit from that. So it's massively important, it's hugely important that we attend those business partner forums tomorrow and ask pointed, professional, specific questions with a plan that you act on behind it and improve your knowledge to improve your ability to sell to your customers. We also know that the journey over these 2 days, we have you planned where we're going to take you and where we're going to take you on this journey. We go to lunch, which has been sponsored. The VIP areas that we go to for our parties are all exclusive to us. And we want that ratio of members to business partners there to give them the opportunity to have that conversation, to build that relationship. But how have we added value to you, our members, over these 2 days? How do we see it? And we see it like this. This is not a technical conference. We're not going to talk about Brexit. We have no economists coming on, and you'll be incredibly thankful I've not brought in Andy Cohen from the CAA to talk about ATOL regulations. You can round of applause that if you want to. And then can we tweet that? It's not about that. This is actually absolutely about you and your business and you as an individual being inspired, being energized, being prepared to think differently. Take the speakers that we have planned for you, all around inspiration. And we have 3 amazing speakers, really thought through by the team, around the theme, around what we're trying to do. Make you be inspired to do something different. Deborah Searle, she's coming on this afternoon straight after lunch. Deborah's been chosen because she's set herself a challenge. She set herself a challenge and she's going to tell a story of how she overcame that challenge. Tomorrow morning, Hamish, as business leader, ex-CEO of Eurostar and some other huge businesses, he talks about transformations within businesses, how to actually get there and how you, as a leader within the business, set the culture and get the right people in. A fantastic story that I think we can all relate to, big and small. And some of the great things about the transformation story, and I look out there to the 910 and I know the size and shape of what your business look like. And I know we have members that do £100,000 a year and members that do £300 million a year in this audience. But actually, the smaller the member, the quicker you can make those changes and improve your journey and your story. The larger the member, it's more challenging, but you have more resource to do it. So it doesn't matter what size or shape you are, I absolutely believe it's about you as an individual making decisions over the course of these 2 days and applying that back into the business. So, the Inspire theme is a huge added value. And of course, we've got the workshops tomorrow as well. The workshops have been chosen carefully. Lottie, who's coming on to talk about customer service, and she's going to talk about the things that we've done over the last 18 months, but really get to the point for you, how you can relate that to your business. The transformation that we've done as a business over the last year is pretty simple. We absolutely have put the customer at the centre of the business. But what does that actually mean? What does it actually mean to put the customer at the centre? Because what actually it does, it drives and changes every thought process and makes you review everything in your organisation and note when you're failing on professionalism, timeliness and ease of doing business with for a specific point, a system failure, a process failure, a lack of training. It drives and changes and highlights with a big red flag when it's not going right. And that's the 18-month journey we've been on. Months ago at Split in Croatia, we, with not much ceremony actually, announced our membership of the Institute of Customer Service. And to be honest, and don't tweet or quote me on this press, the Institute of Customer Service, now I recognise what world-class customer service is, haven't actually been world-class in some of the customer service they've given us. But what they absolutely have given us is a methodology, an approach. But the only reason that the methodology and approach has transformed the business is because the individuals in my business, the management team, the leaders within the business have set the culture. And that's the leaders in the business are from the bottom to the top. It's not just us and the management team. Everybody that has a part to play have bought into this idea of putting the customer at the centre. And when I talk about customer service, actually, forget that. I talk about a world-class relationship. A relationship with you that is not reactive. A relationship with you which is proactive. A relationship with you where we can personalise all the resources and all the products and all the scale we have at the centre to deliver what is right for you, to inspire you, to energise you, to give you different ideas and different approaches for your business. So our transformation is that, building a world-class relationship with you. Now, the ICS, the Institute of Customer Service, measured this. And they measured it with a questionnaire in February 2015. The questionnaire came out to you, 220 of you responded, that gave us a statistically accurate position of what you felt and thought about us as an organisation. And you thought that we were below world class. You delivered a result of 76.1. And that was a starting point, but it was a starting point 18 months ago where we'd already been on that journey. We'd already knew we had to improve ourselves. We had to improve our systems. We had to improve our technology. We had to improve our people. They had to get a better understanding of what we were slow on, what we were poor on, and what we were bad at. So we got a measure. We got a score. But the questionnaire, when it returned to us, it gave us a huge amount of detail. And that detail allowed us to think about where and what we should do first. Now, the screen behind you, everything in dark green is good. The red dot is us. And that's where we are at that moment of time with those customers on that survey in February 2015. And go through the detail, have a look at it. It pulls out specific things that we were not doing, or we were failing at, or we were below world class at. And that knowledge, that information, is useless unless you do something with it, unless you take care and do analysis, unless you get the people in the business to view the particular problem from all sides of the business. So we put together a customer service team in the business, chosen from every department: marketing, commercial, finance, operations. I had to say operations because Avril tells me off every time I forget operations. Everybody sat and looked at particular issues and look at some of the points. Speed of resolving your complaint below the halfway line. We're poor at it. In fact, we were poor at even recognising the complaint had happened. We were poor at a moment of truth with the customer, that customer going away, and the person couldn't say that that customer had been 80% or above in professionalism, timeliness, and ease of doing business with. Of course our people are polite and lovely on the phone. Of course, when we're face-to-face, you get engaged people that understand it. That's a given. But actually, every moment of truth, could we identify where we were failing? Could we work it out, and could we solve it? So the ICS gave us that methodology. They gave us an ability to go to you and ask you as our customers, for you to tell us where we were. And it's a measure that allowed us to work on it. So for 12 months, we had a consistent, constant conversation going on with our organisation. Every Monday morning on our priority meetings, where are we on the customer service journey? Every 2 weeks, the customer service team to meet, where are we in terms of measuring ourselves? Where were we on the phone systems? Where were we on the technology problem? Where are we on every single engagement that's happening with our members on the SLAs of response times back to those individual members? It became all-consuming. It changed what people did on a day-to-day basis. 12 months later, February 2016, the methodology of the Institute of Customer Service, another questionnaire comes out to you as our customers. Our customer service team, run by Elizabeth actually, who runs the event here today, and we'll talk about Elizabeth later, are now absolutely terrified about the result that's going to come back into us. And remember, anything over 80 is a recognition that we are delivering world class. We'd still be failing in specific areas, but we've moved the dial. I'm going to unveil the result. Our target 18 months ago, 12 months ago, was 84. When I saw the score, I was naturally not as happy as I could have been. But actually, the reflection, when we sat down and looked at it, we've moved the dial as a business, as an organisation. We've moved it from the perspective of the ICS team in an incredible way in our first year. We've gone over 80 into world class. And remember, this is you telling us this. You're recognising that we're behaving differently, that we're doing different things. But also, within that score, we knew and know where we're already investing in other areas. We know, and because of the feedback, but also we know our challenges around some of our technology. We know the success of Honeycomb over the last 5 years, and we know where it is, and we know we're investing in it, and we know what's going to be delivered. And Lisa will talk about that when she comes on with the management team. So we've moved the dial, we've moved it. But what does that mean? Why do you care? Why do we care? We care because if we, as an organisation representing you, if we as an organisation giving you solutions and products and supporting you as a business, if we as an organisation believe our job is to be an asset of your business, our job is if we owned every single one of you, what would we build at the centre to give you resource, to give you skills? If we're able to change and transform our business around putting the customer at the centre, then that becomes a story for us for the future in how we help you do that, using the skills that we've learnt with the methodology that we've used to deliver for you as our membership, as our customers. And there's 3 amazing things that happen when the customer is recognising, when our customer, you, is recognising you as world class. The first is obvious. It's not that obvious because it's not on the right slide. Customer loyalty. We don't lose members. Well, we do, that's not quite true. But every single membership, the Travel Trust Association, World Choice, ITE, World Trust Plus, we know where we are. We have members who are so engaged with us, having conversations at all levels, that we have real loyalty. And that loyalty means that we retain our membership base. And why that's important to every single one of you, because you all know that you are either growing one customer at a time or you're declining at one customer at a time. Growing one customer at a time or declining one customer at a time. And ask yourself as your business, what's going on in your business? Are you running to stand still? Or are you growing or declining? So the loyalty, the existing customer base are retained. The second amazing thing is that loyalty gives us time. It allows you to acquire and engage with all of the propositions that we offer. They called it customer purchasing more. So you think about your business, your customers will purchase more if your customers are at the centre with that loyalty. And we've seen that. I know today, across all of the elements that we have as a membership proposition, ACAS, TAPS, supplier failure insurances, online marketing, offline marketing, database segmentation, I could go on and on and on. All of the propositions and products, for me to retain a member is staying relevant to you. And those members that have got a huge range of our products and utilising all the things that we do are more engaged and more likely to stay and more likely to be positive. We, of course, still have to deliver on all of those as we go along. And that's what we're seeing, the engagement across our membership in the propositions. When we came to you and talked to you about Cruise Club, what that was, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, you gave us time. 12 months ago, we put in that technology. We brought that technology to the fore. And all of a sudden, we're starting to see the traction on that proposition in a way that we knew we could get there, but you guys, by having that loyalty, gave us the time to get to that position. So that's the second position, the second benefit of the customer recognising you as world class. And John Lewis talked about that consistently. It's their customers that retain and buy different things from their customer, from their people, and from their teams. The third thing is amazing. So customer recommendations. We have got an incredible pipeline of new businesses that have joined us, who are going to join us over the next 6 to 12 months. We have taken some huge brands and names into us as an organisation, grown World Choice, grown Travel Trust Association because of it. And here's the thing. They've come to us not because we've gone out seeking them or knocking on the door. They've come to us because over 39% of our members actively promote us as a business and actively talk about what we're doing and what we're doing differently as an organisation. And when they hear that and compare that to what's going on in the other parts of our market, they come and ask us and they come and talk to us. And when they come and talk to us, they come and see and engage with a team that don't have to string them a line. They don't have to tell them a story. They tell them authentically what they're living and breathing day in and day out, which is about delivering consistently and improving for our customer base, you, our members. Here's some of the things that you said about us: helpful, professional, efficient, friendly, frustrating. This is a real perception of what you think and how you think about us as an organisation. And we know there's huge challenges in certain areas. We know there's businesses at different places at different times, but our understanding and our relationship and our ability to engage and know where you are gives us that ability to have that conversation and have a world-class relationship. So, the future for us as an organisation, the next 18 months, what is it? What does that look like? It is about continuing that improvement around customer service journey, improving it, concentrating on it, giving it analysis and care in the business. And now we're setting expectations higher. How do we carry on exceeding and carrying on that expectation and delivering for it? It is still about the commercial trading story. Vim will come and talk to you as our commercial director about how we're trading differently around the commercial numbers and improving on that, and the people we brought in to behave differently around commercials. Sai will come on and talk about marketing, the growth story. 2 areas of that growth story. Over the last 3 years, we've built a huge range of marketing propositions to have conversations with your customers, to drive your customers back into your business. That's one of the key areas of our marketing team. The second is their engage, involve proposition, how they're having conversations and consultancies with you, the webinars, the one-on-one consultancies, the seminars that they've held, and Sai will pick that up and speak to you about that. You have an amazing part of the market. Because you're independent, because you're running your business, because you're leading in your businesses, we really do have a unique opportunity whilst the world is changing around us, around owning your customer, making it hard for people to take that customer away from you, believing that you have a real value to add to your customer. And that's what we've seen. And that's what's been inspiring to us over the last 3 years. When we go to Morecambe, when we go to Wigan, when we go up and down the country to see what and who our members are and how you are delivering for your customers. And part of our vision for the future is how do we consolidate that? How do we get that 2 billion in revenue with something built at the centre to enable you to benefit as if you're part of that one business? And we think we've seen the future. We think we've seen it with technology. We think we've seen some of the database segmentation, some of the machine learning, some of the understanding of customer behaviours that we can bring to the business and allow you to benefit from that as if we owned you and if we're employed by you and we're servicing that and delivering that for you. I'm genuinely excited about what we've seen and where we can take that business going forward for you guys. I'm also genuinely excited about bringing the next lot up, which is my management team. 4 people who've come with me on my journey over the last 18 years, 5 years, 3 years, and 2 years, who formed the management team that did the MBO. And I'll talk about the MBO after they've been and gone. But what inspires you? One of the things that inspires me is absolutely the people. And I was at a meeting 2 weeks ago and somebody said, Gary, you're incredibly lucky to have such an aligned, purposeful management team. And I said, it's not luck. I've been through 3 commercial directors. I've been through 2 finance directors. I've been through 1 marketing director over the last 5 years. What it is about finding the people that get your business, get our customers, which is you, that absolutely have the power and the passion and the purpose to deliver for you, no matter what size or shape you look like, but understanding your business. Living and breathing it in the same way that our customers have to live and breathe our market, because we know how challenging it is within our world of travel. So, I'm going to invite to the stage, and I would love you to give them a huge rousing applause, because if you think I was scared getting up onto this stage, these guys are not scared anymore because they've had training. So could you please round of applause for my management team, Vim, Lisa, Avril and Si. So, we've rehearsed this bit. Vim is going to come and talk to you about the commercial team. And I mentioned it briefly. Commercial team, contracting team is not about contracting. It's about doing something a bit more than that. It's about joining the conversation around the commercials and around the trading throughout the business. Vim joined us 18 months ago and took over the finance position and really started to improve our systems and our finance team. And there's been a huge revolution within that organisation, supporting the World Choice Plus members. And then he took over the commercial role to implement the joined-up conversation around the numbers we get from the business partners and using the data carefully and cleverly to benefit for you. So please give a huge round of applause to Vim Vithalis.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is my first conference, so I'm really looking forward to seeing so many members and business partners all in one location. The purpose of me talking to you is to demonstrate the value that I feel my commercial team brings to your business. We contract with 183 business partners, and collectively we process in excess of £2 billion worth of transactions per annum. So the Travel Network Group really is a meaningful and significant part of the UK trade market. But I guess the question is, what does this mean for you? Well, firstly, you've got a rich variety of holidays you can be selling, and that's great news from a variety perspective. But with each and every one of those holidays, the lucrative commission rates as well. Gary talked about our growth in the past 2-3 years, and the offshoot of that growth is we're in a better position to leverage good deals from our business partners on your behalf. But it's also fair to say that's a minimum expectation you should have from us. Putting together 183 contracts, that simply is contracting and nothing more than that. We want to do more than that for you. We already provide a good variety of holidays for you to sell, earn good commission rates, and we try and do that in a timely manner, ICS compliant SLAs, and we also communicate on behalf of the business partners to you. But ultimately, we want to add real value to your business. We want to drive more profitability into your business. The good news is we're beginning to do that. So when I took over the commercial team was 4 strong, a really good, solid, experienced team. But we've gone and strengthened that team further. We've now brought in a trading focus and a trading element to that team. So the team now is 5 strong, really experienced, and the focus of that team isn't just contracting, it's on a weekly basis to go out to our preferred business partners and look to see which are the best deals we can pick up from them, source them, and in conjunction with the marketing team and the membership team, communicate those out across to you on a week-in, week-out basis. That's the #1 focus of the team now. And the great thing is the business partners are increasingly beginning to realize the value of what we're doing. More and more now, we get exclusive deals given to us by our preferred business partners, which are exclusive only to the Travel Network Group members. So you're already getting the benefit of that. And the great thing is, the more we do, the more profits you'll get in that way. But from my point of view, what I ask of you is every time we focus on any particular business partner and communicate to you on a weekly basis, please look at those communication. We do so in the belief that anything we push out, you would or you should benefit from those transactions, those holidays, that communication. And if it's not ideal for you, let us know. The more feedback you give us, the better it is. Increasingly, we can adapt our communication and send out deals which are useful for you, because I do appreciate everything we send out isn't useful for everyone. So there's some niche businesses out there. So to summarize, we have got significant scale in the marketplace, and we want to leverage that scale to your benefit going forward. And the number one objective of my team is to put more profits into your business. Thank you very much for your time, and I really look forward to spending the next couple of days with you. Thank you.
How did he do? Is he all right? Good. So, we've now got Avril coming up, our Operations and Risk Director. Avril and I have been together for 18 years. Let me rephrase that. Avril and I have been in the business for 18 years. And Avril understands and oversees a huge amount of the, I call it the plumbing in our business, the TAPS and ACAS payments, the TJ trustee payments, online PRF, supplier failure insurance, the AIG proposition product that underwrites the whole of the TGA model, the merchant acquirer relationships. So Avril's going to talk about and come up and tell you about what's inspired her and what she's doing within the business for the next 12 months. Please welcome, huge round of applause, Avril Hurd.
Hi everyone, and thank you, Gary. At the Travel Network Group, we're always looking at the challenges that you face in your business, how best we can support you. But what I want to remind you today is that we are also there for you when things do not go quite to plan. So in the operations, risk and the trustees departments, we have the relationships on the technical side, so you can continue trading. So we have it with the banks, the merchant acquirers, and a foreign currency provider who understand the 100% financial protection of the TTA and the World Choice Plus models. We have travel-specific products such as professional indemnity, supplier failure insurance, and cyber and privacy insurance. We also have our payment solutions, TAPS and ACAS, which allow you to pay your business partners efficiently and quickly. We're here to help you from anything from ATOL regulations, ATOL failures, Ash Cloud, and we're continuously looking at ways to de-risk your business and mitigate your exposure. However, we're also there for you when you may suddenly become aware of a problem in your business and you just do not know how to start to fix it. We're here to help you through those tough times and those sleepless nights, and when you cannot fix and come up with any of those solutions. So, last year I had a call from a member, a very capable, successful, long-standing member, but he'd sounded defeated. He had a call from a supplier that he'd used successfully for the previous 10 years without problems, and who had let him down. He could not provide tickets to a particular sporting event taking place later that week. Our member had passengers arriving over the next few days, flights, accommodation paid for. He did not know what to do, and he was petrified about the reputational damage that this was going to do to his successful business. We worked through a solution. It was hard work, and we had to work really quickly, but he salvaged that trip and earned the trust of those passengers who now trust him implicitly. And why I wanted to use that example and tell you about it is because he called us first. He'd used our experience and our expertise to avoid that reputational damage that had petrified him. Within the Travel Network Group, we have over 30 years and a variety of experience. We have a very credible reputation and contacts within travel and beyond. We can help you think through or help you to make those difficult decisions, no matter how incredible or insurmountable it may seem to you. Please do not go anywhere else first. Thank you for your time, and let's have a great conference.
Well done, Avril. That was very, very good. Was she good? Yes. She was good. It's not just the challenges and the difficulties and our market, something hitting you left or right from nowhere. It's also the opportunities, the ambitious, growth, acquisition. We have a real knowledge and skill set within the organisation, and we've used it time and again with different members, with different approaches to get them to a point where they can grow and develop and really make a difference in their business. Okay. I'm going to bring Lisa to the table now to talk to you about the membership team and engagement. Lisa's been in the business 3 years. She spent 10 years overseas. I think she spent 5 years in a cruise company, and she came to us three and a half years ago. And she's built a real experience from the customer journey from start to finish and understanding the challenges and applying that to our business for you and holding us to account in the organisation about our ability to have a relationship and engage with you as our members. It's a huge change that has happened in the business transformation-wise. A huge part of that has been from Lisa and her team. And now to tell you about that is Lisa Henning, Membership Services Director.
Thank you, Gary. Firstly, I want to start by thanking each and every one of you for your support, not only in attending conference and making this the largest travel event of the year, but also for your support to the group, the team, and lastly me. The support that you have given me over the last 3 years has been instrumental in making the key changes within the group, so thank you. So, last time we all met was in sunny Croatia 18 months ago, and one of the topics we discussed was your future success. And wow, what a successful 18 months you've all had. I wanted to share some of those successes with you. Congratulations to Harry Hastings, recently winning Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Not so sure he's young, but congratulations, Harry. 6-star cruises and Cruise 118 continue to be recognised throughout the cruising industry. Wendy Veal, our very own independent travel expert, winning Leisure Agent of the Year. Cruisio picking up Clear New to Cruise Award. And of course, Balltree Travel winning our very own ICS Extra Mile Award. Congratulations to you all, and I think it would be fitting to give them a huge round of applause. I certainly have felt privileged to be part of your journey, and these successes inspire us as a group to continue to be the best we can for you. One of the biggest changes we've made as a group is removing the rules. Well, nearly all of them. Whilst we recognise we have the different membership propositions, we certainly understand and recognise it isn't one size fits all. We've had to adapt, change, and make membership bespoke to you. Whilst this hasn't been the easiest of changes, I'm absolutely delighted as I stand here now, we have a membership proposition that works for you, our members, and not the other way round. Many of you have felt the benefit of these changes and have fed back huge positive comments, and I wanted to share some of those with you. We're going to hear now from 3 key members. First will be Eddie Carl, our long-standing World Choice member. Second will be Rachel Dawson, our World Choice Plus member. And last but certainly not least will be Daniel Radner, our Travel Trust Association member. So first up we have Eddie.
In keeping with the conference theme, I feel that Gary Lewis and his excellent team have inspired, encouraged and motivated members during the past year through innovation and changes for the better. Training events have been very popular and productive, and the marketing literature for mail shots has been of a high quality. Our window displays and campaign messages are a match for any of the high street multiples. With the forward thinking and dynamic leadership being shown by the Travel Network Group, I believe that this will be the leading consortium for many years to come, and will once again prove that the demise of the travel agent is still a long way off.
I'm Rachel, owner of Millhouses Travel, part of World Choice Plus. Being part of World Choice Plus has brought many benefits to our business. One of the main ones is that they manage our back office system and payments, which then allows us to devote much more time to our customers. There have been many changes over the time we've spent with World Choice Plus, but all of them for the better, and we feel that every time it has helped our business move forward. The friendly membership team are always on hand for any questions, and the marketing department and material we receive is excellent.
I believe the new structure at the Travel Network Group is a lot more relevant, a lot more effective, and a lot more personal to my business. For example, it's thanks to Si, Lisa, and the amazing team at the Travel Network Group that we got our tea atoll. This has been a key factor to help aid the growth of Love It Book It, and has made us a lot more relevant, a lot more competitive, and has increased our product range massively.
Thank you. I know that many of you share those views, so thank you very much for all your positive feedback. So, that's your last 18 months. What have we been busy doing? We have delivered over 5,000 engagements over the last 18 months. What does that mean? That means that we have proactively arranged with you to make a one-on-one basis and help you with your business. We have engaged with 15 of you per day. Within those engagements, we've added 4,800 additional services to you. This means you've taken a service that you weren't utilising or maximising before. As Gary referred to earlier, we've had a record recruitment year, and as I stand here now, we have the strongest ever pipeline of new members looking to join the group. Honeycomb. Honeycomb is our in-house DP package solution that allows you to repackage under our atoll. I am delighted that Honeycomb Phase 2 went live last week, and whilst it's only gone live to a few of you, you will be delighted to know it is certainly quicker and faster than it was before. We have over 15 new suppliers that have gone into Honeycomb, and post-conference this will be rolled out to all of you. Crystal Hunter, our head of membership, is now actively out on the road, and I know many of you are already feeling the benefits of her visit. As Gary referred to earlier, we've had the record recruitment, and with our record pipeline, we recognise that we have to continue to deliver the levels of support that we have and continue to exceed your expectations. So you will be pleased to know we are now recruiting and adding further people within the membership team. And of course, Institute of Customer Service. We are now recognised as world class, and this continues to run through the heart of the membership team. This is all wonderful and great, and I'd love to take all of the credit, but actually it's these guys here, your membership team, that constantly strive to exceed your expectations daily. Of course, I have to ensure the right structure is in place to deliver this support, but it's this team who have a huge amount of passion, a huge amount of purpose and dedication to deliver for you and your business. I certainly feel privileged to consider myself part of this team, and whilst our relationships are bigger and stronger than ever, we recognise that we need to continue to deliver for you. The last thing I wanted to share with you was, you constantly hear us talk about driving this business forward and delivering and adding value to you. So, what is the value of your membership? I took a handful of services that are available to all of you, and if you, as an independent travel agent, were to replicate the services that you see here on screen, the cost to you would be £125,000. Of course, that's a huge number, and I'm sure you'll all agree we're definitely adding value. But of course, you know us, and we are continuing to find ways to increase that number. Finally, I am fully aware you have a choice of whom you partner with, and I want to thank you for choosing us. I hope you all feel as proud to be part of the group as we are to have you within the Travel Network Group. I look forward to spending some quality time with you all over the next couple of days and wish you all the best conference. Thank you.
Let's be clear, you don't have a choice. It is only the Travel Network Group. You can't go anywhere else. Graham, could you go back to that first video? I just want to double check something, just because I've been told. Let me have a look. Eddie Carl. There. I've been told this was not a kidnap ransom video. I've been told his hands are not tied up. And Lisa is not dictating to him what he has to say. Is that true, Lisa? Absolutely. Fine. Okay, you can come off, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie, for that support. We've been talking to you, this Inspire concept, this Inspire thing, we've been talking about our transformation, putting you, our customer, at the centre. And the team there, the operations, the commercial, the membership team, is all about how we are delivering for you. But what we also know, and a huge part of our strategy, is the growth story. The conversations we're having with your customer, as if we were you, in your business, at your place of work, personalising that to you. And that conversation with your customer is controlled and run by Si. And that growth story, all of the propositions, the products, online, offline, SMS, all of those segmentation, database segmentation, all of that, those products we've built, we're implementing, we're trying, we're driving that forward. And then the whole consultation perspective. Lisa said 5,000 engagements. That's just the membership team. We do enormous amount of one-on-one engagements, visits, crew seminars, marketing seminars across the 12 months, consulting for you, behaving like you, and acting like if we're in your business. And when Lisa talked about that 125,000 figure, we all went, that's ridiculous. It can't be that much. But actually, you could add it up. If you think about the investments in the technology, the investments in the people, the quality of the people, the products and the marketing, the solutions that we give and give you access free of charge to us as an organisation, we absolutely believe that figure, that is a benefit of you and those members are engaging with us across all of our propositions and portfolio. But Si's going to come and talk to you about the conversations with your customers that we do on your behalf. Please welcome to the stage Si Prentice, our Group Marketing Director.
Hi, good morning everybody. I'd just like to share with you today the good work we've been doing in marketing over the last 18 months. We've worked incredibly hard to inspire your customers and inspire you. Simply, we put it down to two types of service. Over 80 marketing products and services for you to get out to your customers, personalised and segmented in a way to get them to book with you. We also have our Engage, Energize and Evolve programme, which is all about a bespoke consultation programme, really about helping you to make business decisions and give you the tools to drive those customers to you. Before I do that, I just want to show you a little video of our last 18 months. Thank you. As I said there, it's about two types of services for us. We've got our core products, 80 products that range from high street marketing right through to SMS, TV, and the Cruise Club. We're introducing lots of new channels too. We have our new SMS text messaging service, which is designed around getting in touch with your customers within 90 seconds of sending the product or message that you want to. We have our new third-party distribution partners, such as Debenhams, Wyville Garden Centres, and the White Company. And this is all about getting new customers to your businesses that wouldn't necessarily interact with you on a day-to-day basis. For the first time in the Travel Network Group, we had a dedicated channel to TTA. We're introducing ttaholidays.co.uk, and as I said, this gives you connection to other members within the group, but also a direct-to-consumer channel also. I'm very proud that this is a first within the group. I'm also very, 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 very excited to tell you today we have a new home for World Choice TV, and we're introducing the Cruise Club TV early this summer, which brings new leads and propositions into the Cruise Club for the first time in my history of being with the group. The second service that we provide is simple. It's Engage, Energize and Evolve. It's a new bespoke consultation program designed for us to get into your business to help you drive and make decisions and give you tools. We come to your businesses, we give you calls weekly, we do workshops around the UK, and we also have a Webinar Wednesday program, which is 3 years old this month. We've been really, really busy over the last couple of months. We've been working with over 500 of you on a one-to-one basis with 5 different marketing regions. We have 150 members at our workshops, and we expect to see about 250 by the end of this year. And we have over 120 calls each month from you with your questions, and we give you that essential service and support. So let's just be clear. 2 types of services. Core products, 80 of them for you to use to inspire your customers. And Engage, Energize, Evolve. That's to inspire you to drive your business. Thank you.
18 months ago, Si couldn't even stand in front of a camera and do a video clip to get onto screen. How good was he? Genuinely, it is so terrifying to stand up here and talk to you guys, and to be brave enough to do it and keep doing it, even though the fear it gives you is amazing. I just want to thank my management team, and can you please give me a huge round of applause? Thank you, guys. 18 months ago, January of this year, 18th of January this year, we did a management buyout. And I just wanted to touch on it briefly because I think it's important. And it's important because I think it secures the future of where we are as an organisation. It aligns the ownership to the management team. It aligns the team and the business. It gives you a representative for you that are living and breathing this industry, this business, in the same way that we know you have to live and breathe your businesses to make them work, to make those changes, to inspire yourselves, to inspire your people, and to inspire your team. And I think that's why it's important. 2007, TGA sold to venture capitalists. 2008, we acquired World Choice. I've been in membership organisations, I've been in a venture capitalist structure. There is absolutely no doubt the best structure we have is the professional, the timely, the people that are delivering for you, and you have that choice of where you go, and we recognise you, as you recognise how with your customers, that they have a choice. And I come back to the only differentiator is the people, is the promises they make, the purposes they provide, and how they deliver for you. And that's the transformation, and that's the story, and I'm so excited about the next 18 months. Please remember what I said at the beginning, the expectations, being in the present, measuring yourself, professional, timely, and easy to do business with. And then let's see how we make you feel at the end of these 2 days. I want to thank you all for coming and spending your time with us. I wish you all a fantastic conference. Thank you very, very much.